One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's good for a Chicago.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Looking to throw. Woody. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Number 81.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down. Woody. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Sets up.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
The 47-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Woody. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
You gonna take. You got take.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Check, 59, 59. I got you, pop. Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Woody, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Woody. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down, Packers.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Green Bay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Akeem Hicks, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Set him back 5. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Chance so good, he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun, Woody. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Bears nothing.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Rodgers will try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Packers 10, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
53, line 53. Right here. Safe.
Off the bootleg. Woody. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll have a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
On first down, Cohen takes this to the 45. Broken tackle, brought him a little extra space. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Coming to you, coming to you. Like 42.
From the gun, Woody. Oh, nearly picked.
The pass on
and maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Woody. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we'll leave it. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Now Bush on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, that's complete to Lazard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 58, come on, 58, 58, come on. We own it.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Packers.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Demarcus Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Packers 17, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Rodgers.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 8-yard line.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Gun on 3rd down. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Packers 24, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Woody. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Woody. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Back to throw. Woody. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. I got you, boy. Slam. Psyching 18. Right, check. 59.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw on second down. Woody. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Woody. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offense...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They try again with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Bears 24, Bears 14. Giorgio Tavecchio.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
33.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Check 20.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
37-yard line.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
With the handoff to Aaron.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 41, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards the pick up there.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 11-yard
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Touchdown, Packers! Demarcus Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woody. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Woody gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there, 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Operating from the gun, Woody fighting through pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
On 4th down, Woody. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2
yards on the play.
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Bears. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 31, Bears 21. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
With the handoff to Aaron Jones.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relative. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake, got for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he completes it to Cohen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
27-yard line.
That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Woody. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Woody. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing on 3rd and long, Woody. He's going to let it fly. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw it with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
They'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Rodgers throwing here. That's complete to Lazard. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt.
He is good. Makes the score, Packers 40.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Green Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.